What up, y'all? My name is Ivy, and hey, if you've already been watching the video a little bit, you know that I am on the road to licensure. If you watched my last video, that was the first video that I have put in place for this series, and I just want to give you a big hug to the 12 people. I think actually, as of yesterday, it was 13 people that watched that video. Thank you so much. And to the 5 folks that actually liked the video, I appreciate you so much. I love teaching, and I also love video creation. It's a great form of self-expression for myself, and as we can see, many others. So give it a whirl if that's in your wheelhouse, okay? But today I'm gonna talk about how I plan on getting my teaching license, okay? Okay, all right, so I've got a list here, and this list is entitled, does it have a title? It doesn't have a title, but it's a list, okay? And what the list is, a set of things that I have to provide to my HR department in order for me to satisfy my, this list tells me that I have to be, this list allows this list actually being completed and turned in to my licensure person will give me a provisional license. Then after I am 100% checked for the provisional license, then I'll be able to move on, and I will be able to move into the area of that is the praxis, okay? So look, I went to school, Virginia State University. I did not pass the praxis. I know, but it didn't happen for me. I took it once and I ran like hell, okay? I was scared, okay? I was like, yo, for one, you have to pay for the test. For 2, I was taking about 18 credit hours at a time, and the test was a separate entity from all of my classes and my coursework. So I think I got in the headspace to where if I keep kind of like trying to battle this test and being like defeated by failing, you know, it's gonna take me off track from actually graduating on time, which I was able to do. Thank you so much. But hey, no problem to the people that did not graduate on time. Honestly, I think that there's so many different avenues to teaching that there was it wouldn't have been, I feel as though if I were in college again, if I had an opportunity to do it again, right? I would have put more energy, more time, more passion, more energy, more time. I would have did all that into passing that praxis test. But because I did not pass the praxis test, I was unable to continue on as an interdisciplinary studies major and education minor. The education minor was cut. It was cut, all right? Because I didn't pass that test. So I had to change my mind from I had to change my minor from elementary education to community-based education. I was so saddened. It was a very devastating blow for me because I'm like, all I wanted to be is a teacher. I knew that. I felt like I had great power in the fact that I knew what I wanted to do and I knew the majors that I wanted to seek for. But because I couldn't pass one test, unfortunately, I was not able to continue on with my education courses. Bada bing, bada boom. I graduated in 4 years, 2020. Woo, woo. Shout out to the 2020 grads, y'all. It's gonna be our 5-year anniversary and it doesn't really feel like it to me. Tell me down in the comments, if you graduated in 2020, did you walk or did you not walk? Whether you walked in 2021 for like a secondary option that your school provided or not, just let me know. I'm just super curious. But back to the topic at hand. I'm a teacher. I am on my 2nd year of teaching and I do not have a teacher license. And it is batshit scary. There is no other way to put it because I actually love teaching. And I've come across a lot of people in this profession that unfortunately don't. So what I want to share with you guys today, hopefully maybe it'll be able to help somebody out make a better decision, whether you're in college. Girl, focus on that practice. Boy, focus on that practice. Get that thing passed. You fail, who cares? Take it in. and again and again and again and again. And look, if you communicate with whomever your people are, whether maybe your counselor or your advisor, they will be able to find people, or especially your education department, with those professors with that shit change. People will sow into you. They will sow a seed into you by paying for that test. If you give a darn, if you give a rat's earth, you heard me? Because like, seriously, people don't care about the education system and really bettering our young folks and really providing them with a like a really strong they don't care about teaching your children. Let me get a little closer. There's a lot of teachers that do not care about your children. But that ain't me. But unfortunately, because I ran totally away from that test, I chose the hard road. But it's fine, because I'm going to get my teaching license. And I'm going to bring you along with the journey. All right? So, last time I talked to my licensure person, she provided me with this packet back in October. Whew. For me, it is extremely difficult to adhere to what is needed from me on this list right here and teach at the same time. So that is why, again, if you watched my last video, I really, really, really made sure I was intentional about like just knocking some stuff out when I was on winter break. Did I want to do work on winter break? Of course not. But will it benefit myself now and in the future? Absolutely yes. So let me just tell you what is on the list that I have to provide for my HR person in order for me to gain licensure. So, number one, I have to complete the licensure packet, okay? So inside of here, I'm provided with a packet, initial licensure application packet. And it's pretty thick, but it gives you like information regarding the other things on the list to just help you complete the things a little bit easier than you basically doing it on your own and just kind of like searching and things of that nature. Luckily for me, I have a pretty awesome licensure person. She's very kind. She makes herself very available for me. So that is extremely helpful. There's only 2 pages within this bad boy that I have to complete. Okay. I will not flip to them because they include very personal information like my social and things of that nature. And y'all know mama said that you don't show your social to nobody. Okay. Or nobody. You hear that? Nobody, baby. Nobody. That's really serious for my babies that are in high school, okay? Don't share your social. Anywho, moving on. All right, number 2, money order. Let me get a check. Let me get a check. So you have to provide a money order of $100, okay? $100. And it's made payable to the Treasurer of Virginia or wherever you may be. But that's the case for me in Virginia. Oh, just so you know, if you didn't know, every state is different. I'll talk a little bit more about that another time. All right, number 3. Number 3 is pretty interesting because it is optional, okay? If you have any past praxis scores, you can include them into the packet. Now, I'm going to include mine. They are ancient though, y'all. They are super old. I took this test once, like I said, back when I was a sophomore in college at Virginia State University, okay? Shout out to VSU. And I honestly, I am such an all or nothing person sometimes, and I'm really working on that. Y'all, I found out I failed. I didn't even look at the scores. I didn't care. I failed. I didn't meet the requirements of the test that provided me with the opportunity to open those beautiful doors, you know what I'm saying, and allow me to finish my education as an education minor at Virginia State University. Ugh. Talk about a devastating blow. Anyways, you have to include all of your transcripts. So with that being said, I have to provide my transcript from VSU, which will only be electronically. Make sure that you get with whomever you have to make sure that whatever you, that they accept online transcripts. I see in the packet of information that I read, right, that you cannot have an online transcript, but I called my licensure person and she said that I can. Okay, so you really just got to make sure you read, but you also talk to a person. Always talk to a person, okay? Because you might stress yourself out for no reason. And I want to say that is the only method of official transcripts from Virginia State University. If you know different, please correct me in the comments. And then I also need to get a transcript from Regent University. I already have obtained that. I always buy 2 transcripts at a time if I'm getting an official transcript. So that's what I got. I took it upon myself to take my education courses a few years after graduating because I tried other jobs, y'all, but my heart is in the classroom. So it just is what it is. Moving on. All right, I had to get a couple of certifications. First certification is child abuse recognition. All right, so I have that certificate in here as well. It looks something like this. I put it in order. So yeah, child abuse. There's no plus sign in my name, accident, but you know they have them. All right, second thing, first aid and CPR hands-on training certificate. So I have signed up for a class. If you take a look on the, American Red Cross website, or just really type it in Google, CPR classes, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be one of the first things that come up. Check them out. But also, like I said, so when I looked online, it said that there was one class available that very Saturday that I just so happened to be looking. This was during winter break. When I get on the horn, or I'm trying to type in my information and pay my monies so I can attend the class. But, it didn't allow me to pay. And I'm like, something's fishy here. So I got on the phone and I spoke with a couple of different people. And I eventually got around to a young lady that helped me out. And she said, hey, boom, you can, she helped me sign up for a course at a later date. So I will be taking my CPR certification course in February 8th. Okay, 9 a.m. I'll be there. I would love if they would let me vlog that because I think that's a pretty cool opportunity. And I forget things what if I forget how to save the life? I want to remember. I want to refresh my brain. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's that. So that's probably the only thing that is. Try to become disciplined, y'all. That is the only thing that I will not adhere to in the month of January 2025. That is the only thing on this list that I'm going to allow to, to go on for another month, literally because I have to. Understand? Only because I have to. Let's move on. So you have to get another training. It's called the dyslexia awareness training. So that certification looks something like this. All right. So dot. I also have to get a behavior intervention and support training certificate. I had some difficulty finding that. So when I meet with my licensure person today, I will ask her, hey, how do I find that particular one? Because I was not able to find it on my own. And when I reached out to maybe other coworkers and things of that nature, small problem, right? And bam, that's it. I will have a I will have a provisional license when I adhere to all those things. So right now, I am going to check off, I'm gonna put my things back in first, and then I'm gonna check off with you guys what I have on the list, what I have, what I have satisfied, thank you, what I have satisfied from the list. And then I'm gonna head out of here and go to my HR person. All right, where's the red marker? Gotta make it official. I'm trying to be an official teacher, you heard me? Man, I have never worked so hard for something in my life. But hey, that's how you know you like it. All right. Random kids book. All right, to lean on. All right, so I officially have my money order. Okay, so this is killing me. I just have to show somebody. She checked all the blue is what my licensure person did. Sis, why would you check that if I don't have it yet? But she just did that because those are the things that I have to come up with. There are other things on this list that I do not have to come up with, and those things I did not read to you guys. Like for one example, an out-of-state license. I've never been anywhere other than Virginia as far as living and of course teaching. So another one is a school counselor training certificate. I'm not trying to be a school counselor, nor am I one currently right now. So that does not apply to me. So that is why she checked the things that I need to come up with. So now I'm just going to take the time to check in my red fat marker the things that I've actually gotten. All right, the first thing on the list that I got is my money order. Like, can I get a check? All right. Let me get my old practice scores. Let me see. I would love to even go over that with her. This makes me so ahead in life, or feel like it anyway. I made this bad boy or put it together when I was really fighting with my mom. And I was on my way of like mentally knowing that it was soon going to be necessary for me to move out of my parents' home. So you take a look. I just snapped it open. I've got some tabs in here. All right, I won't do that again, but y'all just gonna have to believe me, okay? So I got tabs for medical, praxis, home, human care. That's my therapist, company, school, car, home, work history, region information, VSU information. I even go as far back as Granby High School. I went to high school in Granby. You just never know, you know? I started keeping receipts in here, but that was a joke, okay? Tell me if you kept receipts. Anywho, here are my old practice scores. I'm gonna ask her to make a copy of this for me because I want to keep my old practice scores as well. And these even have my accommodations up there. Oh my gosh, wowzers. This form on top is just stating that I had a report done on me regarding regarding me being officially qualified as ADHD. Shout out to the people with ADHD. That takes me back. That takes me back. All right, and then these are my scores. So let me get a check on the scores. All right. Where you at, boo? Check. All right, got the money order, got the praxis. I do not have both transcripts. I tried to order it earlier today during the PD, but my computer, so I just have to do that again, and that's fine. I have my child abuse training. I have my dyslexia training, and I have my first aid and CPR certification. It's not under my belt yet. I do not have it in my possession, so I will not be checking it off, but I do have the date indicated on when I will be going to the course. All right. So I'm gonna stuff these things back in here, and y'all, I just hope that you wish me luck. I hope that you stick around for this journey. I hope that if you are looking to hopefully teach in the classroom one day, whether it be from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade, I hope that you join me. I hope that we can build community here. I hope that we can have conversations in the comments. I hope that we can, grow together and really become better educators, because the kids deserve good educators. They deserve great, powerful, wonderful educators that want to be there, that want to teach them, that don't, not people. And this ain't no shade. This is no shade. I've always wanted to do this. And I think that my work ethic speaks volume to exactly that. If you do not want to be a teacher, this may not be the profession for you. This may not be the career for you. And I mean that with all the respect and love in the world, because these kids deserve people that want to be around them. They deserve kids that want to make learning fun, that want to make it enjoyable, that want to really make the information stick in their brains and their minds, and provide them opportunities and experiences that they are going to carry in their heart for the rest of their lives, not just people that are just trying to get a quick check. Drops mic. Woo! I've seen too much, y'all, in just my little bit of experience. But let me snatch that little bit right back, because I had some wonderful experience, honestly. Like even pandemic included. And I'll be happy to talk about that stuff later. But right now, I got a license to go get. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's been real.